Nobody liked Chaos missions before, and now they are even more annoying. Chaos was annoying and not fun before they added these little guys, so why on the Emperor's Green Earth would they add a small, fast-flying, unavoidable goat bird to the worst mission type? Alright, so we got some Chaos ranting here. I kind of enjoy this. Chaos can be annoying to fight. That said, I'll tell you what. I spent hours grinding Reliquary on Lethal, and yeah, Chaos missions are actually not that annoying to me anymore. I mean, I guess the flying goat bird, it can be annoying for sure, because sometimes they can, get out of your line of sight. They can get off camera and then, like, swing something at you, and they have very specific dodging and, counter timings. So if they're off camera, it's kind of hard to, really judge exactly what's going on. At least in, like, a really, really intense and, maybe like 1 to second hits. To be honest, the goat bird can definitely be a pain to deal with if you are in a tough spot in a fight. And yeah, like I said, they go off camera. It only takes 1 to 2 hits of them to really, put you in a tough spot. But again, that said, I was grinding Reliquary on Lethal for quite a long time, and fighting Chaos is no longer that annoying for me. Certain classes have an easier time with Chaos, of course, I get that. But even as a Bulwark, I kind of started to really I started to calm down, and, even if the Bulwark can get hit into a corner in those operations, I feel like if you just, you're patient and you pay attention to what your team doing, you can drop important banners, and they can, basically fight their way out of any situation. So you just got to be patient. But yeah, Chaos can definitely be an issue. They can. And yeah, especially, the little snipers. A lot of the stuff with Chaos feels like it's off camera. Like you're getting hit with a lot of ranged attacks. But if you, for whatever reason, if you're playing Reliquary on Lethal and you're just, you can't get through it, you don't understand how much better you are getting at fighting Chaos until you start to, like, once you complete Lethal Reliquary and then you just, like, for whatever reason play a Chaos mission on Ruthless, you will notice how much easier it is, and it's purely just because you're getting better at fighting Chaos. So a lot of this stuff, just takes practice. Or, just spend hours grinding Lethal Reliquary, and then eventually you'll just be so good at fighting Chaos, they won't be annoying for you anymore. But okay, let's go back into the rant. Not to mention, they can stack, so you'd be dealing with these guys while getting railed by a missile barrage. Enemy in a half-baked enemy faction with no other redeeming qualities other than it's just like the first game, where it goes from enemy they finished making to a rejected stepchild enemy type. Okay, this guy really hates Chaos. They were like, oh, what do we do? Awful game design, awful bugs, glitches. Yeah, this guy's mad. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely not that. I was never that annoyed at Chaos, but I do find this to be really funny. Yeah, definitely let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling about Chaos. I know I can kind of like jump back and forth between this faction, but yeah, for the most part, I'm definitely having an easier time dealing with them now that I grinded Reliquary for like probably a good amount of time. Like seriously, that Lethal mission is absolutely insane. And yeah, and I get the disc shamans can be annoying as well. And yeah, it's annoying when they hit you off camera and they have kind of like weird dodge timings and such. But a lot of this stuff just, you just gotta play a little bit patiently, really look at what's going on, play with your teammates. That's pretty much what I was doing as a Bulwark. Every class definitely has their strengths and weaknesses, so you just really have to have a keen attention to detail when it comes to Chaos. But yeah, Chaos can be annoying for sure. And yeah, I kind of want to see what people's reaction to this rant is, to see if people are really still annoyed at Chaos or what. But let me know in the comments how you feel. Do you think Chaos missions are more annoying now because of the goat bird? Still trying to work out how to best deal with these pests. I think Tactical and Heavy have a really easy time dealing with them just because of how like powerful their ranged attacks are. I'd assume the same would be Sniper. Well, the same would be the same for Sniper because of the LF Sniper that one-shots those majors. And I think Sniper has a pretty good time dealing with Hellbrutes. It shouldn't be that difficult to just kind of roll out of the way and use camouflage, right? But yeah, Bulwark and Assault definitely have an issue dealing with Chaos because of the ranged attacks. Bulwark, it's just, the thing is with Bulwark, it's like, you feel like it's basically a liability to attack ever. Essentially, you can get some chip damage here and there, but if you are stuck in a spot where you're kind of, overextended and you're just swinging a lot, you can get really punished. So essentially, as a Bulwark, you're just better off just using your banner on your heavy and just let them attack everything, and then do melee attacks for things that are basically coming in at you guys, and allow the heavy to take out majors and sorcerers. And however, Bulwark and Assault have real easy time with Terminators. So, there's parts of this where the Bulwark and the Assault kind of, like, they can shine, but they can both get sniped as soon as they, either dodge or go for a melee attack. So, yeah, but the Bulwark's main thing is the banner. So, basically, the banner got me through Lethal Reliquary. Satisfying when they go down, though. I like Chaos missions. They make you play very differently, so give a bit of variety after filling up on NIDs. A bit of both makes Vox Libertas possibly my favorite, though. Vox Libertas possibly my favorite, though. That's true. Oh yeah, the Operation. Yeah, no, Operation number 3 is like the coolest operation because the Chaos and the Tyranids fight each other. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with that. That's a pretty good take. I think the only thing that annoys me with the Chaos is not being able to stun the Rubric Marines with Bolter. Oh, yeah, that's fair. I mean, dude, honestly, yeah, they do have crazy poise. I'd have to hop out the way when they're shooting at me, but they can face tank mine. If you're able to stun them with gunfire, and if they melee more in close range, I think they'd feel a lot better to go against. Other than that, the Chaos is pretty cool, man. Actually, dude, honestly, I've heard that before, that the Rubric Marines definitely need to melee more. But still, I feel like that would be a little bit too similar to the Tyranids. That said, their poise is insane. And yeah, obviously if the bolters get buffed, Chaos missions would definitely feel a lot better. I never really connected the two, but I just understood that, yeah, Chaos missions are probably hard to deal with because bolters are just close enough to be good. You know what I mean? But yeah, snipers and heavies are definitely going to do a good job at running through Chaos. So, I don't know, team synergy is something that I'm starting to pay attention to, and it's kind of fun to play certain classes like Bulwark or Heavy because no matter what, you're going to be on a good team. You know what I mean? Sometimes as Assault, I feel like I'm either too far ahead or too far behind, and, things can go south from there. But I am at a spot where I'm clearing Ruthless missions as Assault, so, you just got to pay attention to your team sometimes. If they spent less time unreachable by melee or got staggered, not executionable to the ground a bit easier, I personally wouldn't mind them at all. There's moments where you can actually hit them with the jetpack ability on Assault. Like, you can actually ground pound the Disc Shamans if they're close enough to the ground. They fill a needed niche in the Chaos experience to my mind. It's the fact that they are actually fairly tough given how fast they are, and that they don't come into range for face punching often enough that makes them obnoxious. And they are obnoxious as is. I primarily play Hammer Assault and actually enjoy the Chaos missions more than the Tyranid missions. Okay, so this is all right. That's a fair outlook for sure. Fair perspective. Let's see what they say. Let's see what they're cooking here. Zoanthropes are the single worst thing in the game by a large margin, and oh, okay, well, yeah. He said, I like Chaos missions more because I dislike Zoanthropes. And yeah, that's a fair point. Coupled with the Barb Strangler spam and the higher volume of stuff to fight, I wind up feeling overwhelmed much more frequently and in a less enjoyable way when fighting Tyranids. So he's less overwhelmed when fighting Chaos as a Hammer Assault. I can kind of understand this. It really depends on how fast you're taking out majors. So I'm assuming this guy's just taking out majors, consistently, which is nice. And he's right about the Zoanthropes being a huge issue for Assault. And I gotta say, you're definitely better off if if you can actually hit the Disc Shaman with a ground pound, you know, the jetpack attack with assault, that's already better than Zoanthropes. Zoanthropes, you can't get near to hitting them with any sort of, like, even grenades can kind of be like a tough thing to hit a Zoanthrope with, unless it's a crack grenade, obviously. So, I don't know. This is a fair point. This, I do like I gotta be honest, I do like fighting Chaos Majors more than I like fighting Tyranid Majors, but I like fighting Tyranid Extremists more, even with Zoanthrope considered. Yeah, I mean, I do like fighting Hellbrute also. Hellbrute is pretty fun. I would say I like fighting Hellbrute more than the Carnifex, for sure. But I do like fighting Raveners and Lictors and stuff, you know, so. I don't know, this is actually interesting. We definitely need more operations that mix Tyranids and Chaos, dude. We definitely need more of that. Let's hope so. That would be cool. Regardless, let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling about this subject. How you feeling about post-patch Chaos Marines? Rubric Marines are obviously super poised up. And yeah, disc Shamans can be a little irregular movement-wise, and it can kind of be a pain when they're off camera, you know? So regardless, let me know how you feel in the comments. Thanks for watching.